Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy. So annoying. I should have left your ass outside. I feel sorry for you, but I shouldn't leave you outside. You're a nuisance. Yeah, I'm a nuisance. Hmm. Oh, hey, Lynn. How you been? I'm tired. I just finished painting my apartment down below here and moving shit, putting it back. I put in like a new shelf. Ugh. Now it smells like paint in here and it's annoying. You just been doing your day to day. Yep. Yeah, I didn't come on here last night. I didn't go live. I was so tired from preparing everything because I had a lot of cracks in my walls over this section over here. Like this right, it's like on the outside wall. It came on the inside, so I had to like hack the cracks and put cement on it, patch it all up. And today I painted it. Yesterday I didn't even think about coming on here because I just had to do that. Yeah, so I missed yesterday, but here I am now because I'm tired and it's 5:30 now, so almost 5:30. So I finally put everything back. I put I got new curtains up. Good to go. I've had new curtains for like a year and I never put them up because I said, yeah, I kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And I was like, you know what? Today is going to be the day because I painted this section over here. So I might as well put the new curtains up. So I'm good. Yeah, you're tired because you haven't gone live to either. Yeah. That's all good. Sometimes we have a lot of time. Sometimes we don't have no time at all. And it's just a pain in the ass. You know, we have a life. We have to, it's not our full time job, right? So if it was my full time job, I'd be okay. Yeah, same here. And it's very hot here. It's unusually hot here, which is not good. And it's too hot here. I don't like it because it means that we're going to attract hurricanes, and I don't like that. But, you know. Yeah, exactly. You got to do the job, your original job, and then you do this on the side, like I do. But my client just came back from away and he hasn't called me yet. So I said, well, if he ain't calling me, I'm going to work on my apartment because I'm not working outside. Hell no. It's too damn hot out there. So I was like, fuck this. I'm going to work inside. And I'm happy that I got everything done. Painted everything, put up new curtains. I put up a new shelf, put a new piece for my cable and internet, like a little splitter piece that I had. Clean my couch, all my shit. Now I just gotta mop my floor and I'm good. There's always something to do. I washed a load of clothes today. Always something. As you can see in the background, it says 88 degrees, 87 degrees, 86 degrees. And Monday it's supposed to rain, thank God, hopefully. Because it hasn't rained here in like a month, like heavy rain. Little shower here and there, but that's about it. Yeah, I wish we have, but we haven't. We get like little showers here and there, like maybe a couple, like maybe a minute or two, and that's it. Nothing else. We haven't had no torrential rain in a long, long, long time. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Oh, nice. What you got? Adobo chicken? I'm gonna have shish kebabs tonight. Kebabs. Lynn, what are you doing for the holiday tomorrow? I know it's a holiday in America tomorrow, Independence Day. Hey, Maria, how you doing? Oh, you'll be home relaxing, you and your little dog. Cool. Yeah, it was good. Just tired from working. Hey, Shakima. Yo, yo, yo. How you doing? Super flat pizza roll with fafa and aragout. Okay, cool. Sounds good. You're not doing much for the holidays either? Yeah, I don't blame you. It's too fucking hot to do anything. Yeah, not too many loud fireworks. Yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully nobody's gonna aggravate people during the holiday. I'll be here. I might go live because you guys are all off. I might come live during the day or something. I just got to do a few odds and ends around here. That's all. There's always some crazy shit going on. Always something. I've been celebrating all damn week, last week, and sometimes this week. We've had a couple dinners and lunches for my nephew's graduation, and then the whole family is gonna be together on Sunday. We're gonna go to a brunch to celebrate my nephew's graduation because we haven't celebrated as an entire family yet. So so we're gonna go out there, and then my we're also celebrating because my youngest nephew he got honors as well. So they both got honors and they graduated. Yeah, and one of them graduated, not both. But yeah, yeah. I posted some pics up. Yeah, it was cool. I'm happy for them. They're doing good. They're good boys. Marky's a proud uncle, and my 20-year-old nephew, he's in Toronto College, in college in Toronto, I think in Dalhousie or something like that. And he's on the dean's list, which means he got like, almost perfect grades. So he's doing good too. And he's already found a part-time job here for the summer. Well, not a part-time job, a full-time job for the summer. So then he goes back again, for after summer to go back to college for another year. So I got some good news for my nephews. They're all doing good. My nephew here, my brother's youngest, he's in college here. He's doing good. His grades are great. And the other two oldest ones are working full time. So they don't want to work like me though. They want to work inside. They're like, fuck that. I don't know. Yeah, me too, Lynn. I love celebrations that mean something. I never graduated, but it didn't affect my life. I don't regret it either. I really don't give a shit. But I'll never tell my nephews that. I want them all there. I want all of them to graduate, and all of them have, except for the youngest one. It's not his time yet. He's got 2 more years, but he'll graduate. He's smart too. He got honors. They all got honors. They're all smart as shit. They're super smart. They're like me. They're smart, but they love school and I don't. I've never discouraged them from like leaving school like I did. But back in the day, it was a lot different, man. I had to deal with a bunch of nuns, private school, Catholic school, a bunch of idiots. It was a sexist school. They only catered to the women instead of the men. After all, they're all nuns anyway. So, and half of them are in hell for all the bullshit that they've done to people. But yeah, uh, your brother's got the brains and you got the common sense. Well, at least you got common sense. That's hard to find. Very, very hard to find. I was the class prankster. Yeah, I was the class clown. I did a lot of dumbass shit. One time, my teacher gave me detention, and she says, "I'm going to the cafeteria, and I'll be back about half an hour. You all better study while I'm gone." And I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't studying shit. I know what I'm gonna do." I stood up on the desk, and I took her high heels, because she had high heels on, but she took them off and put on her slippers, right? So I put one of our high heels on the fan blade and the other one on the other fan blade, and I turned the fans off, obviously, right? And it was hot as shit. It was like May, so it was hot, right? So then when she walked in, she was like, "Who turned off these fans?" Right? And everybody look around. It's like about 6 of us in detention. And they're like, "Oh God, Mark's not saying nothing." I'm like, "I don't know." I said, "Oh, I don't know. I guess it must be electricity must have went out or something." So she looks at me and she cuts her eyes as if to say, "I know you're up to something." So then she turned the fan on number one. One high heel went that way, one high heel went this way. Lucky it didn't hit nobody. I knew something was going on. Whoever did this, you're going to stay even longer. And at the time, right, I didn't even really care about staying there longer because my mom and dad had to go clean offices at 5:30. And this was like 4 o'clock. I was in detention, so I could have stayed. I stayed another hour. I didn't give a shit. They would just pick me up when I was, leaving, when I was getting out instead of catching the bus. So I earned up to it, and she goes, "You're gonna be here till 5 o'clock." I said, "Perfect. My parents would be here at 5:30." She was so pissed. She hated the shit out of me. She hated me so much, and I was like, "Yep, the feeling is mutual, bitch. Can't stand her." But yeah, I did that, and I did a lot of other crazy things. One time, I put a whoopee cushion underneath her seat, and then when she sat on it, it was loud as hell, and everybody looked at her, and her face went red as hell. I didn't earn up to that, dude. Why did I hate her? Because she was annoying. She hated guys, and she always had a picture of her man on the desk, right? And people would say, "Oh, who's this? Oh, this is my fiance, Harold. He's so nice. Oh my God." I'm like, "Shut up, bitch. This man is gonna leave your dumb ass." And sure as hell, the next year, he broke off the engagement. I said, "Yeah, we can't deal with her here. We can't deal with her here, let alone fucking you dealing with that. This guy dealing with you, period." Fucking biatch. I had her for literature. I had her for homeroom and for like literature. And it was something else like study periods and shit like that. So I never forget one time we came, it was our first day back from summer. And you know how your skin peels, right? Her whole face, her skin was peeling off her face. So me and my boy Anthony, right, this tall guy, right? He goes, "Hey Mark, have you seen her face?" I said, "No, I ain't seen her yet. I don't even want to see that bitch, man. I can't stand her." He goes, "Go take a peek." So I looked. I said, "Oh shit, her face is peeling. She must have been out there and got a full tan and peeled all up. She must be irritated because she thinks she looks good, right?" So I said, "Look, when we guys go in there, we'll look at her and we'll go, ooh, look at your face." And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, let's do it." So we both walk in. Like she called everybody one by one to come into class, right? And his last name and my last name was right after each other. So he went in first and he stopped and looked at her. And she goes, "What?" He goes, "Ooh, look at your face. What happened?" And she's like, "Shut up and sit down." So then I walk in and I'm like, "Oh God, what happened to your face?" Right? And she's like, you sit down. You wanna be back the first day for detention already?" I said, "Sure, because we love you so much. We'd rather stay after school with you too." Hey, she used to hate my guts. Then when I left her class and went to the next grade, grade 10, I didn't have to deal with her no more. So I would see her in the hallway and I would like turn my face. I'm like, I ain't even looking at this bitch. Can't stand her. She hated men because her man left her, see. One day I put the picture of her man in the trash and she couldn't find it. And I put it in the trash and I put all these papers over it and she fished it out of the trash. And the next day she said, "Whoever put my picture in the trash, I hope you get karma." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's messed up. I don't know how somebody would do that." And she looked at me as if to say, "I know it was you, you bastard." I just couldn't stand her, man. And I didn't like school anyway, and I couldn't stand her. All she did, right? She was the worst teacher I've ever had. You would come in and she would talk to all the girls, and all the guys would be at the back, and she would pay us no mind. She would never ask us how we're doing or anything. So I'm like, "Yeah, you ignorant fool." So then she would like, when we did literature, she would like, she was one of those idiots who had a big piece of chalk and she would write on the board all this bullshit on the board. And we'd have to copy it and write it down. She wrote and we wrote. And she'd be like blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. And then she'll mess up and then she'll erase shit. She had good handwriting, like we could see. So I would write everything down, right? And I'm like, this is the most boringest shit I've ever seen in my life. Then she'll be like, "Okay, everybody's gonna take turns reading now." And I'm like, this is high school. I feel like I'm in grade 2. And I'm like, I thought that when we go to high school, we ain't gotta do this bullshit. Like, and I used to complain all the time. And she used to get so pissed at me. Cause she'd be like, "Any questions?" I'll go, she'd be like, "Yes, Mark." I was like, "Why do we have to write all this down if you just like photocopy it? Like we have photocopiers now. And we guys can just photocopy this and just give it to us and then we take it home. Isn't that going to be a lot easier?" "No, we need to save trees and electricity so you can write it down." I say, "Yeah, but we're still using papers and pens. So either way, we're buying a pen and buying the paper to put it on. So we pay all this money for school. Why don't you go get the fucking printer and go print it all the fuck out and give us the paper?" She used to get so mad. I used to counteract all their dumbass shit. And that's why they hated me. And in school, you couldn't have your hair long if you were a guy, right? And back then, we used to have like rat tails in the back, and like you used to have your hair like curved up like this in the back. Some guys like their hair longer, right? Like me. I had a big crop of hair when I was young, and then I like to cut. When it's summertime, I let it grow. So if it touches your collar, you have to cut it. So my mom and dad goes, "You better cut your hair before you go to school." I'm like, "Fuck those people. I don't care about them." I said, "Look, Jesus had long hair and a beard. So if this is a Catholic school, I want to be like my idol Jesus. I'm gonna go to school with beard fuzz on my face, and I'm gonna have my hair long. And if they say anything, I'm gonna say I want to be like Jesus. I want to look just like him. That's the person we all worship, don't we?" So when I went to school, I over the PA. It says a few people have gone against school policy, right? And then she called my name first. Mark to the office, so and so to the office, like the regular people who was always getting in trouble like me. So she goes, "Come in my office, please, Mark. You're first." I'm like, "Yep." I already knew what she was gonna say. She was her name is Sister Judith Rollo. Roll her ass down the damn hill. She passed away already. She's probably in hell, probably. Cause I don't see her in spirit anyway, and she did a lot of bad things, so I'm sure she's probably in hell somewhere. Hey Marilyn, how you doing? So then what happened was I went in the office, I sat down, and she walked around me like this, right around the chair like that. She goes, "Your hair is too long." I said, "Can I please talk to you about this hair thing that you guys have going on?" I said, "Who do we all worship in this school?" She goes, "Oh, Jesus, God." I said, "Yeah." I said, "God's a spirit, but Jesus is living flesh, right?" Said Jesus had long hair, didn't he, and a beard like me, like it's got. I said, I didn't really have a full beard, but my beard was like starting to bust out. I was like I was 16, going 17, so I already had like some beard, right? But I didn't shave it. I was like, hell no. So she goes, "Your hair's too long and you have to shave." I said, "I'm not doing it." She goes, "Yes, you do. If you don't do it, you can't come to school." I said, "Oh, well, I'm not coming to school no more." Because I said, "This is ridiculous how we pay to come here and we can't even wear our hair the way we want. But yet Jesus had long hair and a beard, and this is a private Catholic school, and other schools are like that too. So why can't we?" "Oh no way, this is not the rules. The rules are you have to shave and you have to cut your hair." I said, "That's the army. The army is not school." I said, "We're teenage like kids worshiping Jesus in this school, so I want to look like him." I said, "I refuse to cut my hair and my beard. I think that we should have a vote and a survey from everybody, like a petition." I said, "I'm gonna start a petition." "Don't you dare start no petition." I said, "Yeah, I think it's time." I said, I think we should talk to Bishop Hennessy next door in the church and ask him what he thinks." "Oh, you better not." I said, "Yeah, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna do what I want." So I went next door and talked to the bishop. She told me that if I didn't cut my hair, I couldn't come back to school. And I was like, "I don't care." So then I went next door to Bishop Hennessy, and Bishop Hennessy says, "Look, I understand where you're coming from. God rest his soul. He was a good bishop." I said, "Look, Bishop Hennessy, I have an issue with Sister Judith Roller, our principal." I said, "Look, I want to wear my hair long and wear my beard like Jesus. What do you think?" He goes, "Oh well, what's the school policy?" I said, "The school policy is we have to cut our hair and we have to shave our face." He goes, "Well, if that's the rules, that's the rules." He goes, "But I see where you're coming from, and I'll have a word with the principal." I said, "Thank you, Bishop. I appreciate it." So I came back to school and I said to the nun, Sister Judith, I said, "Look, I talked to Bishop Hennessy. He's on my side, but he says because this is the rules, this is the rules, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, you wasted your time, blah, 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 blah." So, but I got him good though. Because when I left school when I was 17, when I was in grade 10, all I had to do was I had 2 points to pass to go to grade 11. And I was like, "Fuck this. I don't even want to go back to school. I'm leaving. I can't take this shit no more. You don't let me wear my hair the way I want. I can't have a beard. I can't do this. I can't do that. This feels like prison. And we're paying you people. My parents got to pay you for school. Fuck you. I want to come school the way I want." And I also felt like we could wear play clothes more often instead of wearing our uniform all the time, right? I complained about that too. I said, "We guys wear play clothes like 2, 3 times a year. I feel like we should do it every week on Fridays, you know?" "Oh, no, 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 no." It's always like bitching and moaning and complaining, right? So I was like, "You know what? I'm leaving. I'm getting out of this school. I hate this place." And it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I made those people that I made that place a living hell for those people because I counteracted everything they said. Jesus has my back. That's why I ain't got nothing wrong with me. See, God and Jesus has my back because I went to bat for them. Yeah. When my Marilyn, I got your donation. I'll answer your question. Just give me a second. Um, my parents were mad, obviously, but they were happy at the same time because they didn't have to spend no money on me. And I went to go get a full-time job, and I never looked back. From the age of 17 till now, I've been working full time, no problem, and it didn't affect my life. I never needed a diploma, never needed a GED, never needed a college degree. I have my own business. I know what I'm doing. I hands-on training from people that I learned. My life's perfectly fine. But I wouldn't encourage people to do what I did. I did what I did because I can handle it. There's certain people that leave school and get dumber. I left school and got smarter. Because technically, when you go to school, when you reach like grade 8, you pretty much don't have to go to school no more. If you know how to read and write and add and subtract and multiply, what else is there to learn? Trigonometry, algebra, biology, dissecting cats and dogs. Are you kidding me? No way. Dissecting starfish and bio. What the hell is biology? Biology is for damn doctors and people. That's the shit you should learn in college. High school is a waste of time and energy. It really is. There's nothing to learn. It's all bullshit. Science is bullshit. It's all you should. If you want to be a doctor or a veterinarian, then you need biology and science and all that shit. You learn that in college. Once you reach grade 8, your school should be finished. Get your ass to work when you're 16. Go to work. Shut your mouth. That's it. Just like I did when I reached 17. Goodbye, good riddance, and go to hell. I'm going to work. But I don't tell my nephews that. I always encourage my nephews, and my nephews know. Because I told them everything I'm telling you guys, I've told my nephews one day on Christmas. My other siblings and my parents are mad as shit. I said, I'm going to be honest with them. I told them that, I told them everything. I told them the truth. I said, I hated school. But you guys, I want all of you guys to graduate. I want you guys to be better than me. I want you guys to have good jobs. You don't want to be like me, bust your ass outside, back hurting, legs hurting, sweat rolling down your fucking ass crack. You don't want none of that shit, bro. Get your ass inside and do your thing. So they listen to me. Hey, Complex, how you doing? Yeah, I took the day off yesterday. I've been busy. All right, Marilyn, I see you said, how does SL feel and think about it? All right, let me see. Good to see you too, Complex. Hope everything is good. Everything is good over here. I'm just talking shit as usual. Talking about me leaving school. Marilyn, I'm getting that this person doesn't want, they think the project is good, but they don't have nothing against your project. They just can't do it. They just don't want to do it. They don't feel like doing it. They have other things to do. Also, this person, SL, there's a man that they're dealing with, and they both are not want to accept anything else on their plate. Like they have enough on their own plate. I feel like this person has a lot of things on their mind and a lot of things on their agenda. So I don't think they have time to do this project. But they have nothing against you and nothing against your project. They just have too much going on. And there's another person here like that they're dealing with. I feel like this person has issues with other people, So that's why they don't want to add to what they're doing and how they're doing it. So there's a lot of like crazy energy with this person. This person's got like a lot of shit going on, and they're not willing to do no project. That's why. But they don't have nothing against you. They just don't. They just have all this stuff going on in their personal life. I think their personal life is holding them back from doing this project and doing other things. Like it's like they're going back and forth with somebody. So that's why, Marilyn. But nothing against you. They think the project's good. It's just that they are going through some crap with each other or with other people. You're welcome, Marilyn. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? That's up to Marilyn to decide. That's her personal thing, complex. That's up to her to say. Hold on, I just gotta answer a text here. And, all right. You good? Good to hear, Lisa. Glad you're good. Yeah, so that was my life in school. It was actually I actually had a great time in school, man. But even though I didn't like being there, I had a great time with my friends. I used to love playing sports. I was really good at sports. I played volleyball, softball, basketball, soccer, um, floor hockey, wiffle ball. I played badminton. Man, I played every sport you can think of when I was in school. Every single sport. My sister's calling me. Give me a second, guys. This pain in the ass. Yeah.